Hello guys, welcome back to your favorite agricultural and agribusiness YouTube channel. On today's episode, I'm going to be running a kind of comparison between plantain and oil palm. So I got a message from one of our viewers who is at the junction of going into farming and cultivation, crop farming. And the person is a kind of contemplating between plantain or oil palm. So I asked him some questions and I have advised him accordingly. But definitely I know there are so many people at that crossroad. So that is why I'm making this video specifically for people who wants to go into farming and they are contemplating which area of crop farming can I go into. Is it oil palm? Is it coconut? Is it cocoa? Is it permanent crop or can I just go into plantain, which is an annual crop? First and foremost, uh, as somebody who have a long-term goal, if you have a long-term goal and you can wait the time, I will advise you to go for oil palm or uh, to go for coconut or any other tree crop. If you can wait the time, because they are permanent crop and they take their gestation period is longer when you compare it with that of plantain. Oil palm, coconut, date palm, cocoa will take you about 3 years before you start seeing your first fruit. So if you are somebody who is particular with gestation and the time frame at which you have your return on investment, that will not be a good choice for you to pick. So it will be better for you in that sense to go for plantain, because plantain within a year, if you invest 500,000 naira, apart from the money you use in buying your land, you will be able to double that amount at the end of the year. You have your capital back and you have your uh, you have your revenue back. But whereas oil palm, coconuts, dates, cocoa, shea tree, bitter kola nuts, tree crops like that, rubber, tree crops like that, you have to do the wait. And during the 3 years you'll be waiting, it's not that you will just abandon it. You will be spending money to maintain the farm. So that is the number one aspect you have to consider. The number two aspect you have to consider is the amount of land you will be needing. If you want to do this as a business, definitely, and what you have is just an acre or 2 acre, I will also advise you to go for plantain, because if you want to go into oil palm, you need a larger expanse of land. You need nothing like 10 acres of land upward if you want to do it as a business. And this is not to say that you cannot do it on a small scale. You can do coconuts on 2 plots of land. You can do oil palm on 3 plots of land, if that is what you want. But I'm talking about if you want to do it as a business. But on a general perspective, tree crop require more land. On an acre of land, you can have 800 plantain, depending on your spacing. You can have 600, you can have 800, depending on your spacing. But in oil palm, you talk in hectares, not even acres. On an acre, you only have 60 with the standard spacing of 9 meter by 9 meter triangular. On an hectare of coconut, you can only have about 180 on an hectare of coconut. So these are the things you have to consider together. And if you are somebody who is just coming up, you don't have much capital, you don't have much access to land, you can start with plantain. You'll be able to double your money within a shorter period of time, and I tell you, by the end of the year, you'll be smiling to the bank. The next point I'll be talking about in this particular video is the amount of investment you require. The amount of investment you require to set up a farm, a plantain farm. Now, the amount you'll be requiring to set up a plantain farm will be way lesser compared to that of coconut or even oil palm. A sucker, a sucker of plantain ranges between 200 naira to 400 naira, and 400 naira is the maximum. As in, I'm talking about if you are looking for the best and the best, you can get sucker for as low as 150 naira, 200 naira. You are good to go. But when you come to oil palm seedlings are a bit more expensive. Coconut seedlings are a bit more expensive. Coconut seedlings is about 3,000 naira. Oil palm seedling is about 1,000 naira, 700, 800 naira, 1,000 naira. And the type of preparation, land preparation you will be putting in place, you'll be spending more money when you are establishing oil palm coconut, because they are tree crop. They don't like competition. You have to do total clearing. You remove trees. Plantain can still survive with some shrubs and some little trees around. It's not like you populate the land with so much trees. But even the establishment cost, plantain is more easier to establish in terms of costing and in terms of the labor requirement. So these are the things you have to put into place. And the last but not the least is the farm maintenance. Maintaining an oil palm farm, maintaining a coconut farm, and you remember it's already bigger. So maintaining an oil palm coconut farm is far more expensive. And when you look at it, both of them, it all depends, as I've said from the beginning, it all depends on what you want to achieve, the capital available to you, and the time at which you can wait. So, but on a general perspective, when you talk about the shortness and the time it will take you, the time frame it will take for a return on investment, plantain will give you that. But if on the long run, when you establish your oil palm farm, your coconut farm, and you scale through the 3 years for waiting, you are a millionaire for life. This is a long term something. This is something that will fetch you money for 30, 40, 50 years to come. And you cannot compare the kind of money you'll be getting from coconut, oil palm, from what you'll be getting in the long run from plantain farm. These are economic tree crop. Their products keep skyrocketing. Their products are global citizens. They are industrial crop. And one sweetest part about tree crop and economic crop like oil palm, coconut, date palm like that is that you have variety of product from them, unlike plantain. I'm not talking about the processing. You can process plantain into so many things, yes. But the product you can get from a plantain crop is just one, which is the plantain. Though you can make some money by selling suckers. But when we talk about oil palm, coconut, we are talking about 7 products you can derive from a tree. 8 products, 9 products, 10 products, uncountable. So those are the things you need to put in place. But if I would suggest, if you have the money and your goal, your objective is for a long term something, just go for oil palm, go for coconut. If you have the money, you have the land. But if you want something that will fetch you money, you don't want to waste too long, just go for plantain. With this, I've come to the end of today's topic, and I hope you got value and I've been able to do justice to this topic. If you actually got value from this video, kindly give it a like, share with your friends so that YouTube can recommend this video to other farmers who are looking for quality content like this. I really so much appreciate your time. Thank you for your time. See you on the next one. I remain my humble self, Lawa Olushola Lawa, and this channel is dedicated to promote sustainable and profitable agriculture in case you are watching for the first time. So kindly click on subscribe to have access to much more of my videos. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.